Tatum Show. It's the B. Tatum Show.
It's the B. Tatum.
Y'all need to wait for y'all to get up in here so we can get busy. It's the B. Tatum Show.
It's the B. Tatum.
It's the B. Tatum Show. Come on, y'all, sing it with me. It's the B. Tatum.
It's the B. Tatum.
One more round.
It's the B. Tatum Show. It's the B. Tatum.
It's the B. Tatum Show. I just want y'all to know Joe Biden going crazy. It's the B. Tatum. It's the B. Tatum Show. All right, I know y'all love that show. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, I want to first let you know that this podcast is brought to you by the Austin Tatum Store. The Austin Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. And also, this live stream is brought to you by Scottsdale Gun Club. Scottsdale Gun Club, my favorite gun club. I go there. I shoot all the time. So if you live in the Phoenix Valley, you need to go to Scottsdale Gun Club. You could probably see me up in there because I'll be in there all day, every day of the week. Now, let's talk about Joe Biden. Let's talk about this old senile man that people are putting up on a pedestal as if he's sane and coherent half of the time. But I got, I'm going to show y'all some stuff because this administration has to be the most dysfunctional, corrupt, ridiculous administration right off the bat. See, what they did with Donald Trump is they said he was bad. They made up stuff. They said he was bad. He's a racist. He's xenophobic. But Joe Biden is actually doing everything that they blame Trump of doing, but they don't say anything about it. We see it. You and I, we see it. As soon as I get to this messenger, I'm going to pull up these two clips that I think are incredibly damning to the to the Biden administration. First of all, the dude is dumb as a bale of dead rocks. But the first thing I want y'all to see, because it gets worse. It gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. The first Joe Biden clip that should let everybody know that have common sense and a functioning brain that this guy has lost his mind. 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in China. This man has lost his mind. And in the spirit of investigatory practices, I'm going to present to you Exhibit A, and then I'll give you Exhibit B, while Joe Biden is probably the worst president in United States history right off of the bat, hypocritical, doing things and saying things he don't mean, don't know what he's talking about, claiming successes that Donald Trump has already laid out. And then I'm going to show you how the hypocrisy works. And the media has been calling him out on it, which I like. Call out Trump, call out Joe Biden. But let's go to Exhibit A, because I think the world needs to hear this, especially those of you who voted for Joe Biden and you think that he's coherent and sane. Well, I'm going to show you that he ain't coherent and he ain't sane. So without further ado, roll the film.
Questions. I know he always asks me tough questions. He always has an edge to them, but I like him anyway. So go ahead and ask the question.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Go ahead and answer it. Answer the question. Go ahead. He can't even get a sentence out.
President, so you just said that you think within 3 weeks or so we'll be at the point where there are 1 million vaccines per day, but it seems like...
No, I think we'll get there before that. I said I misspoke. I hope we'll be able to increase as we go on till we get to the 1.5 million a day. That's my hope.
And then...
Okay.
The follow-up to that would be, now that you're president and you're saying there's nothing we can do to change the trajectory of the pandemic in the next several months.
Okay.
What happened to 2 months ago when you were talking declaratively about I am going to shut down the virus?
Great question. Just know that his answer to this is going to be crazy, but it gets worse. What he does at the end of this interview, what he does at the end of the press conference is absolutely asinine. And you guys are going to flip a wig. Just hang on.
Well, I'm going to shut down the virus, but I never said I'd do it in 2 months. I said it took a long time to get here. It's going to take a long time to beat it. And so we have.
But Donald Trump is the enemy of the people. He's supposed to play God and find a way to beat this COVID. But Joe Biden says it's going to take a long time. So pretty much whether Joe Biden was the president or Trump was the president, there's nothing that's going to change. It's a virus. You can't change a virus. You're not God. Okay, let him finish.
Millions of people out there who have the virus. We're just, for the first day, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I've been doing other things this morning, speaking with foreign leaders, but one of the things I think this is one of the first days that the number has actually come down, the number of deaths and the number on a daily basis and the number of hospitalizations, et cetera. It's going to take time.
I just wish that people would have gave Trump this. It's going to take time. You're at the end of what Trump had already done. You're at the end. And let me remind y'all real quick before it get real bad, because it's about to get real bad. He about to do the stupidest thing I've ever seen anybody do. But y'all don't even see it coming. But I already watched it, so I know it's coming. But the thing is that he's using Dr. Fauci, the same person that Donald Trump used, which I disagree with Trump using him, the same person that Donald Trump used for his COVID analysis or expertise is the same person Joe Biden's using. The same person. Dr. Fauci came on an interview and said Donald Trump followed everything he asked him to do. I'll show the clip. I'll put the clip in here. Donald Trump followed everything that he asked him to do. That's what Dr. Fauci said. So if Donald Trump followed everything that Dr. Fauci said that he should do, and then Joe Biden used the same person that Donald Trump used, and now he's saying there's nothing that's going to do it, it's going to take time, we got to let it play out, then all of this is a sham. It's a sham. Now, watch what he do.
It's going to take a heck of a lot of time. And we still have, as Dr. Fauci constantly points out, it's one thing when we have mass, how can I say it politely, mass disregard of the warnings about not wearing masks and wearing masks and social distancing and failure to social distance and people getting together on holidays in ways that weren't recommended, et cetera. We see.
Did he just put a mask on after criticizing people for not putting the mask on properly? He just put a mask on in the middle of his speech. He put a mask on.
First thing that happens is we see the.
Now he's talking with the mask on. He did not have a mask on this whole time, and now he puts on a mask.
The number of infections go up. Then you see the hospitalizations go up. Then you see the deaths go up. And so we're in this for a while. I mean, what are we now? About 410,000 deaths? And there's going to be more. The prediction, as I said from the very beginning of getting here, after being sworn in, was the predictions were we're going to see somewhere between a total of 600,000 and 660.
So what's the point of you being in office and you ain't finna do no different than Trump is doing? But I want y'all to go back to this point. He's saying that he talks about how the spreading continues before he put a mask on. He mandated on federal land that you're supposed to wear a mask, mandated. He did not have a mask on the other day. He was criticized by the media. This is still Exhibit A. We're going to go to Exhibit B in a minute. He was criticized by the media. Now he's explaining how super spreaders are going around spreading this and it's making things worse. Let me play this one more time for the people in the back that voted for Joe Biden.
Say it politely, mass disregard of the warnings about not wearing masks and wearing masks and social distancing and failure to social distance and people getting together on holidays in ways that weren't recommended, et cetera. We see, first thing that happens is we see the number of infections go up. Then
you just explained what you're doing wrong while you in a press conference. You're saying people are not wearing a mask like they're supposed to. Then at the end of your speech, you put a mask on. You put a mask on.
You see the hospitalizations go up, then you see the deaths.
So you know this dude a clown. He's a complete clown Bozo the Clown, How Do You Get Down, Bozo the Clown, crazy leftist lunatic. These people are crazy, and they think that we're dumb. That's why they keep doing these things. So I want to play Exhibit B because this further illustrates how their administration is out of control. Out of control. The hypocrisy is beyond me. Exhibit B, Your Honor, go ahead and look at it. Let me put it on the screen. Roll it.
Just one more about the announcement you made off the top about the travel restrictions. Mm-hmm. When President Trump was imposing travel restrictions in March, specifically on China, then candidate Biden called it xenophobic and fear-mongering.
Remember that? When Trump did a travel ban, they call it a Muslim ban. It was a travel ban from countries that were already selected under Obama's administration. Obama-Biden administration selected the countries that they were going to impose a travel ban on. Obama did not do it. Trump, his administration, went forward with the ban of the countries that the Obama-Biden administration came up with. Look it up. If I'm wrong, I will give you $1,000. They came up with it. Trump implemented it. They called it racist. They called it xenophobic. And look at what Biden did.
So now President Biden is putting travel restrictions on people coming in from other countries. What word do we use to describe that?
Well, I don't think that's quite a fair articulation. The president has been clear that he felt the Muslim ban was xenophobic. He overturned the Muslim ban.
Not a Muslim ban, because some of the Muslim majority countries weren't even on the ban. And every Muslim country wasn't on the ban to start with. It was only a few. And then some of them, Trump was criticized because some of them who have actively been terrorists weren't even on the thing. Their country wasn't even on there. And the largest country of Muslims weren't even on the ban. How is it a Muslim ban in the largest country with the most Muslims wasn't even on the ban? And they keep saying Muslim ban. It wasn't a Muslim ban. It was a travel ban. But anyway, let me let the little red woman bad. Let me let her speak.
Has been clear that he felt the Muslim ban was xenophobic. He overturned the Muslim ban. He also, though, has supported, and he himself, even before, or we did, I should say, even before he was inaugurated, travel restrictions in order to keep the American people safe, to ensure that we are getting the pandemic under control. That's been part of his policy. But he was critical of the former president for having a policy that was not more comprehensive than travel restrictions.
Somebody help me. Somebody explain this to me. Somebody articulate this to me. So you're saying that when Joe Biden puts travel restrictions on, it's for the betterment and the protection of the American people. And Donald Trump puts a travel ban that was implemented by Biden and Obama to stop terrorists from coming to America and blowing stuff up like they had done in the past. Somehow that's xenophobic. But it's totally fine when Joe Biden does it.
And he conveyed at the time, and more recently, the importance of having a multifaceted approach: mask wearing, vaccine distribution, funding in order to get 100 million shots in the arms of Americans in the first 100 days, not just travel restrictions.
But he haven't done none of that. Shout out to Breitbart for the great video. Joe Biden has done none of that. They're just talking. They're blowing hot air. Donald Trump had a travel restriction, a travel ban on certain countries temporarily. It was a temporary ban on countries until, and what did he say when he did it? He said, until we can make sure we manage and figure out and vet people that come over from these countries so they don't commit terroristic acts on our home soil. So we're going to have a temporary ban until we get that figured out. And then we'll release the ban once we can get that under control. And then he secured the southern border. He tightened border security, secured the southern border, so they can't come in on the airplane and they can't walk through the southern border. How is that not multifaceted approach to a travel ban? I'm telling y'all, it's crazy to me. I don't see how people can't see this. It is clear as the noonday sun. Joe Biden don't know what he's doing. Their administration is not implementing anything that President Trump hasn't already done. They actually using the same people for COVID-19. It's all bull crap. And at the same time, this is probably my second topic. At the same time, you got California, you got Chicago, New York reopening. Explain this to me, somebody. Explain this to me. Their numbers are worse than they were a while back when they were just completely shut down under President Trump. I'm just going to tell y'all straight out. What they're doing is that they were trying to shut the country down so that Donald Trump will have the worst legacy ever, to create as much chaos and confusion as possible, to do what they need to do in the election. They did all of that with a political purpose in mind. I don't know, 5 days after Joe Biden becomes the president, now all of a sudden, everybody's opening everything up. Everybody's opening everything up. Let me take you to Exhibit A of this subject matter. Now, you can go and fact check this guy if you want to. Go and fact check the guy. But it said California issued a stay-at-home order on December the 3rd. L.A. County hospitalizations were at 2,500 people, 2,572 people. Today, when they lifted the order, L.A. County hospitalizations are at 6,600. 6,697 people. So, yeah, there's a story about ICU capacity opening back up. That's bullcrap. I agree with you. That's bullcrap. And what do they do to justify what they're saying? They say, we did an algorithm that shows that potentially it's going to, decrease over time. But you got numbers like this under Donald Trump, like this, and they have a stay-at-home order. Numbers raised to this, and they lifted under Joe Biden. They lifted. We got to open up. We can't live like this. Cuomo, we can't live like this. We got to open our country back up. This is not humane. We won't have anything left. But under Donald Trump, they didn't care. They kept things shut down way beyond where it should be. And I promise you, if Donald Trump was the president, they would have kept things shut down. They would have destroyed the country because they do not want President Trump to have a victory. If you don't believe me, go look at my other videos. It was predicted by me and other people that got a connected brainstem. They're just doing this to try to hurt Trump administration. They will destroy the country to try to spike Trump, to make him look as bad as possible so they can have leverage in the 2020 election. There is no way that the hospitalizations are nearly three times what they were when they initiated the shutdown on December the 3rd. 3 times as much now. That means that from December the 3rd to now, there has been 3 times of an increase, almost 2.5 times increase. 2.5, 3 times increase. So your numbers are going up, but now y'all open everything up. Because it's all bull, and y'all know it is. It's all bull crap. Give it a couple days. Give it a couple weeks. We're not going to hear nothing about COVID no more. We ain't going to hear nothing about it. We ain't going to hear nothing about it. It done came and went. They ain't going to even talk about it no more. Everything's going to open up. Everybody's going to go back to normal. Economy is going to do better. And they're going to say, oh, look, Joe Biden opened the economy up. They should be ashamed of themselves. I'm not against opening the economy up. I hope they do. But to close the country for political gain, for political leverage, it's bullcrap. We had 99.6 or 7% recovery rate of COVID. 99.6. And kids and young people aren't even really suffering at all. Kids lose their lives during the flu. But COVID it don't affect kids that much. And this is the worst pandemic in United States history. And I'm gonna tell you something that was funny to me. It wasn't funny. It was ironic. It was ironic. Hank Aaron and ABL did a video about this. I hadn't watched it, but I know that he touched on this. Hank Aaron took the COVID vaccine on like January the 6th. He died on the 22nd. Nobody's talking about Hank Aaron's death. That nobody's talking about the matter of death. I'm probably not going to be able to look it up. Nobody's talking about it. You know why they're not talking about it? Because it looks bad for Joe Biden and it looks bad for this vaccine. Nobody's vetted it. How many people are going to lose their lives as a result of this vaccine? How many people who are up in age who are going to now succumb to whatever injury they have, whatever ailments they have, whatever comorbidity they have, whatever illness, because they took a vaccine that hasn't been tested or vetted over time. It hasn't been. They don't care nothing about you. They don't care about your life. That's how the cookie crumbles in this scenario. But I want to see if I can see Hank Aaron's matter of death. Hank Aaron cause of death. Let me see. Hank Aaron cause of death revealed. Hank Aaron's cause of death is revealed. Let me go to here real quick. Let me see if we got it on the Tatum report first before I go jumping on somebody else's website. Hank Aaron. See. One of these days, I'm going to get some batteries for this keyboard. I keep saying I'm going to get batteries for this keyboard. Lord, help us all. It only stops when I'm actually trying to type something in important, because when I was typing in Hank Aaron a minute ago, it didn't even give me a problem. But now, it want to give me a problem. Hank, space bar. Come on. Space bar. Aaron. Hank Aaron. Okay, so we don't have that article on here. So let me go here to Hank Aaron, right? Baseball legend Hank Aaron's cause of death revealed. Hank Aaron's cause of death has been revealed days after he died. The baseball legend, a Hall of Famer, died of natural causes. An investigator with the Fulton County Medical Examiner Office tells people on Monday. Aaron died on Friday at the age of 83. Natural causes. He passed away peacefully in his sleep. Natural causes. So I would like to know, did Hank Aaron have any other ailments or any pre-existing conditions? Because it's quite ironic that nothing was wrong with Hank Aaron, not that we know of, until he took the COVID test. Let me try to enlarge this so you guys can see. Oh, these advertisements kill me. Let me try to enlarge this so you guys can see what I'm reading. I'm giving these people free advertisement. It says, that's too big. Y'all can read it above my head. Aaron's recent seen in public getting the first dose of the coronavirus vaccine, and encouraged Black Americans to do the same. Before being released to the public, vaccine makers went through large, lengthy clinical trials to ensure that their product is completely safe. How are you going to make sure your product is completely safe and you don't have a long enough test period to really make that bring that to fruition? On September the 8th, 9 of the leading vaccine makers, including Pfizer, signed a pledge vowing the following: highest ethical standards, not to rush a vaccine into production before it is proven to work. Okay, they do all this, but the CEO of Pfizer didn't even take the vaccine. He didn't take it. He may have taken it now, but he did not take it at first. And I don't know if he took it now. The CEO of Pfizer didn't even take the vaccine. Don't let these people lie to y'all. They don't want to tell you Hank Aaron took that vaccine and all of a sudden he died not too long afterwards. He take the vaccine and died not too long afterwards. Okay, coincidence, natural causes, nothing to see here. Fulton County, we know how they do in elections, so we know how they're going to do it on an autopsy. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 200. But people don't want to keep it. People don't want to keep it 30. I'm keeping it 100, and people don't want to keep it 30. Keep it 30, bro. Keep it 30. Let's go to the next subject at hand. Let's go to Washington State, Tacoma, Washington. Tatum Report, TatumReport.com. Y'all support TatumReport.com. Go on and donate. Hit that donate button. Also, go and subscribe. It'll give you a pop-up. Get on there and get the push notification so you get all the articles. Let me just give y'all real quick just a rundown of Tatum Report. We got all of our top articles. We got all of these articles. Brandon Straka got arrested. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We got all these articles. We running them all on the page. We got them all down here. all you could eat buffet of articles. If you can't get everything from here, then I don't know what's happening to you. Anyway, Antifa takes the fight to Tacoma, Washington. Violence ensues. Why are nobody talking about this? It says, following on from the recent violence, Antifa protests in Portland and Seattle, Antifa took the streets in Tacoma on Sunday night after police officers drove his cruiser through a crowd of people on Saturday night. Now, I don't know if we got that video on here. We don't have that video on here because it was from the other day. I probably have to search on here for it. But the police officer was getting pretty much assaulted. And then he decided that he had to make an escape, and he ended up turning in some of these Antifa people into speed bumps, which, you know, they were very effective speed bumps in slowing down his travel. And I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for them. This is the thing that bothers me. You go and beat up a police car. You try to attack a police officer. And then you do all of that. And then you expect them to just sit there and get bludgeoned. You just expect to sit there and just do nothing. No, he's going to defend himself. He's going to defend himself. He got to get out of there. Y'all have known to beat police officers to a pulp before. So Antifa goes out here. Antifa took the streets, beginning to smash windows of businesses, cars, government buildings. According to multiple tweets posted online, Antifa planned to protest at 9 p.m. Sunday after the Tacoma police officer injured 2 people while driving his police SUV through a crowd of people gathered at a street racing event, Breitbart News reported. So they weren't just gathered. He came to break it up because it was illegal. He came to break it up. They started beating his windows, trying to attack the man, and he turned him into speed bumps. That's pretty much what it was. If this is what the scene looks like.
Right down there.
All over the street. Let me make that bigger for y'all. All over the street, setting fires. All in the street, mashing businesses up. This is not okay. This is not okay. Because you don't get your way. This is what you do.
Employee spots.
Look at this. Look what they did to this car. Look at this. Look at this. This is totally fine because it's BLM. It's totally fine. Totally fine. This is somebody's car. Beat the windows out of it. Just tearing up stuff. Totally fine though, because it's not Trump supporters. Let's keep going. Let's watch some more of this. I don't like the sound on there. Setting stuff on fire. Let's keep going. Wait, there's more. They're obviously harassing this guy. And they put the umbrellas up to do criminal activity to people and try to block the cameras out from looking at it. This is strategic terrorism. They begin to terrorize people because they don't like the message. Look at them. Look at them. They're fighting and terrorizing people because they disagree with you to push a political agenda. This is domestic terrorism. They doing this stuff all day long, every day. Ain't got no job. They're not adding value. They're not doing nothing. Blocking the roadway. This is illegal. Blocking the roadway is illegal. It's illegal. Obstructing a public thoroughfare is illegal. And they blocked it with their own cars. This is not a police escort. Do you see police officers out there? I don't see none. They use their own cars to block the roadway. To do this in a rational sense, you need a permit to block the roadway. But they get to do whatever they want to do. They get to do whatever they want to do because Antifa is a thought. It's a thought. It's not a movement. It's a thought. Calling white trash. They screaming at him. I don't want to play the audio because y'all can go to Tatum Report and listen to it, but they're yelling at him. I mean, you can look at them and tell. They're yelling at him, calling them white trash. All this so crazy stuff they're doing, harassing people in the streets. Look at what they're doing. Harassing people. Harassing them. These are the type of things that they're not trying to talk about it. Why, Mr. Tatum? Because it's all fake, y'all. It's all fake. This is all fake. It's made up. They go all out. They're tapping the cell phones of people who were at the Capitol. They're going all out. And these Antifa people are literally causing hundreds of millions of dollars in property damage. They're vandalizing people's cars, because of intimidation. They are doing it to intimidate people, to push a political agenda. That is terrorism. All right, don't believe me. Don't believe me. Let's look it up. Domestic terrorism. Oh, no, hold on. Domestic terrorism. Definition. Domestic terrorism definition. Okay? Let's see. Let me see if I can open it up. They have a small little definition here. Domestic terrorism. The committing of terrorism acts in the perpetrator's own country against their fellow citizens. Well, that's not enough right there. But there is the terrorism code. Let's see if this is domestic terrorism. Let's see what the code says. The term international terrorism means activities that involve violent acts, right? Violent acts or acts dangerous to human life that are a violation of criminal law under the United States or any state, or that would be a criminal violation if committed within the jurisdiction of the United States or of any state, right? This is international, but you can just fill in the blanks for domestic. Appears to be intended to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, to influence the policy of a government by intimidating or coercion, or to affect the conduct of a government by mass destruction and assassinations or kidnapping. These are things that these people are doing. Occurs primarily outside the territorial jurisdiction of the United States of America. That's international terrorism. But the definition is the same. If I keep reading, I'm pretty sure they're going to go down to domestic. Let's just go down to domestic right here, just for the sake of keeping it consistent. Domestic terrorism means activities that involve acts dangerous to human life that are a violation of criminal law of the United States or of any state, appears to be intended to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, to influence the policy of a government by intimidation or coercion. These are ors. It don't have to be all of this. It can be intimidation or coercion of a civilian population. Number two, to influence the policy of a government by intimidation or coercion, or to affect the conduct of a government by mass destruction, assassination, or kidnapping, and occur primarily within the territorial jurisdiction of the United States of America. That's what it is. You can't tell me that when you watch Antifa burn buildings to the ground and they yell death to police officers and they're literally assaulting people, hurting people, and in some cases have killed people, to push a political agenda, to force the government to do something through violence. They have a whole mob. They're dressed. They got a whole mob. Why is the FBI not infiltrating their email chains to figure out who's starting this stuff, who's doing this? I know why. You know why. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. Yeah, these people are frauds. It's complete fraudulation, and I made that word up, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Fraudulation. And nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to pander. But let's call it for what it is. Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization. Black Lives Matter is a domestic terrorist organization. They literally say that I'm going to burn this mother down if you don't convict this person. They threaten, they intimidate government officials, politicians. They coerce them into making decisions that they shouldn't make. All you got to do is look at I forget the guy's name in Atlanta that tased those police officers and they ended up shooting them. They coerced through violence and intimidation. They coerced the police department in charging these officers with murder when that doesn't match any law that's in the Georgia Penal Code. No laws. None will justify them charging those police officers with murder. They were coerced by BLM. George Floyd loses his life It's sketchy. I don't know. I don't know how he actually died. It looked like the police officer had something to do with it. I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm not saying that it was exclusively what caused his death. I don't know. He had lethal doses of fentanyl and methamphetamine in his system. He was a drug dealer. He was on the way down. He probably went through excited delirium. Some of y'all may not know what that means. He went through excited delirium. That could have been the cause of his death. Had nothing to do with the police officer, even though the police officer was an idiot. He was an idiot. But what did they do? They began to be violent. They began to assault police officers. They began to intimidate, to coerce, into charging every officer on the scene. Because, Officer Chauvin, yeah, of course, that's a no-brainer. I think he should have been investigated. They should have decided whether or not they want to charge him. They had a particular charge, then they upgraded the charge. Why did they upgrade the charge, Brandon Tatum? Through threats, intimidation, and coercion by BLM. That's how they did it. They burned down cities all over the country. To do what? To push police reform. Well, police reform is bullcrap. Because if you are violating the law and you are presenting yourself as a threat of serious bodily injury and or death to police officers, there is no reform that needs to be had that's going to protect people that are breaking the law and presenting themselves as a deadly threat. There's no laws. In the law book, if you're presenting yourself as a deadly threat of serious bodily injury and or death to a police officer, they can use deadly force against you. What legislation are you trying? Oh, you're trying to get them to pass illegal stuff. You're trying to coerce them into arresting people that have done no crimes. You're trying to get them to put laws on the books through coercion and intimidation that shouldn't be on the books because they don't coincide with other laws in the Constitution. Y'all trying to get rogue laws passed through violence and intimidation, coercion. This is very simple. This is very simple stuff. How Donald Trump wasn't able to get this stuff to be passed, I don't know. I don't know. BLM should have been deemed a domestic terrorist organization. They lost. They have to change the name now. Do something different. Because they are literally coercing and intimidating massive amounts of people to do their will. Not do what's right, not do what's in the Constitution, but to do their will. They're coercing these people, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, they are coercing these people. So while I got you on here, before I get to the next subject, I want to give a shout out to the Officer Tatum store. The Officer Tatum store. On Wednesday, we're launching a new line of merch. It's going to be a couple new items. Some of them are old items that we've had that we are releasing on the new store. We had to get the vendor to get it all together. But if you go on there right now, you can go on there now, get you some stuff. Go on there Wednesday, get you some stuff. And I'll give a discount code. There's a discount code currently running on the store, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a discount code just for this live stream. So if you hang on for a couple minutes, those who are interested in either shopping today or on Wednesday when we launch the Christ Privilege shirt and some of those other ones, I will give you a discount code. I'm going to make it right now. So this is going to be a significant discount. So, I always say I shouldn't do it, but I just like to bless people that are on the live stream, that are watching, that are supporting the channel. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button while I figure this out. So we're going to say, let's see. I'm going to see what discount code should I use. Let's see. All right, I got it. So, all right, that's the discount code. What percentage I'm gonna give off? I'm gonna give y'all a good one, man. I'm gonna give y'all a good one. I don't want to, but I'm gonna give you a good one. Let me just do that one more. I'm gonna put another 5 on there. Limited to 1 use per customer. I'm gonna end this thing on Wednesday night. Save. All right, y'all. So if you're interested in shopping on the Officer Tatum store, here's your time to shop. The discount code will be available through Wednesday night, and Wednesday is when I'm dropping all the new merch. It's called Truth 2021. Truth 2021. You put discount code Truth 2021 into the discount section on the store. You'll get a discount. Let me pull this up so I can write it in the comment section. Truth 2021. Truth 2021. So while I'm on here, I know I got a lot of people that have super chatted me. So out of respect for the super chatters, I'm gonna make sure that I answer your super chats. Truth 2021 25% off the Officer Tatum store. Okay, perfect. Y'all got it. 2021. Y'all go in there and get you some merch. Let me get to these super chats real quick. For those of you who don't know, I'm like simultaneously recording a podcast. And so I may say some things that are kind of weird because I need to open and close and have it for my producer to put the podcast into play so it'll sound normal and reasonable. I haven't been doing a good job, but eventually I'm gonna do a good job. So this typically concludes my podcasting portion of it. I'll do it better in the future. But right now I want to get to all your super chats because I appreciate y'all super chatting the Officer Tatum live stream, Be Tatum show. Andrea, thanks so much for joining the Tatum squad. Let's see. Squirt, thank you so much. Tater, thanks so much. How to order your book. Oh, I forgot about the book. So you guys can order the book. All you have to do, I'm going to put the link in there, is theofficertatum.com. Opportunity, if you guys want to get on the list, if you want to be on the list to get the signed copy of my book, because once it's launched for pre-order, I'm probably not going to sign any. I'm just going to sign the ones that are on this list. So I have a preset number that I'm going to sign. I'm going to sign them all before they're ready to go, and they'll get to you. So if you want my book that's coming out, it's called Beaten Black and Blue. My book is coming out. Here's the I wish that this was a little bigger, but here's I'll show y'all the cover of it. It's in the section, but here's the cover of the book, Beaten Black and Blue. You go on to here, book at theofficertatum.com. You go in here, put your email in. I'll have your email. We will notify you as soon as the book is available for pre-order. People on here will have the option to have the signed copy. If you do not get your name on this list, you're probably not going to get a signed copy. And if I do it, it'll be way after I do the initial batch of signed copies for the people that support me, the people that are on my YouTube channel, and all of the above. So book at The Officer Tatum. Let me see if I can pin it. Book at book.theofficertatum.com. Go on there, put your email in. We already got a few thousand people that have already done it. So I got a whole bunch of book signings to do. But it's worth it for those who are dedicated enough to want to support me and they want to put their name on this list. So we'll notify you as soon as it's ready to go, and we'll be in, okay? I love you guys, and thank you for your support in advance. And this is my promise. This is what I need to do. And I'm going to get to the super chats. I need to have a record amount of sales. I need a record amount of people supporting me by getting the book so that we can get the book in all the stores. We can be trending. We can be best. We can have bestseller lists, and you guys are going to help make that happen, make that possible, especially all y'all who supported me. We're going to make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. That'd be great. I know Candace had a bestseller or whatever. I think we can do something very similar to that. It's a great book. You're going to get a lot out of it. It's about being a police officer in America, some of my story. I got some story from other police officers in the book. It's not just about policing. It's a little bit of my upbringing. It's got some life lessons in there, about fatherhood, about the effects that not having a father has in the community, which leads to the distrust for policing. I dive into defunding the police. What does that do to the police around the country? How does that affect police negatively? All of the things that we talk about, I wrote it in my book. It's going to be a good birthday gift for some people, especially your mama, daddy, or whoever's been in law enforcement. Okay, William, thanks so much for the super chat. Biden's plan, in order to register a firearm, you have to fill out a complicated 13-page application form, includes a $200 gun tax for each firearm. That's crazy. Y'all voted, not y'all, because y'all all smart, but the rest of these brain dead people voted for these fools to make you fill out a 13-page application. I think the 1.5-page application you got to fill out right now is too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I went to buy a gun. I tried to buy as many as I can because I don't want to fill out 5 of them things. So I went to buy my first wave of gun from Scottsdale Gun Club. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the Phoenix Valley, you need to go to Scottsdale Gun Club. I went to the Scottsdale Gun Club, bought a couple guns because that's all that can fit on the thing. And then I went back to another day and I had to fill out another one to get more guns. And then I had to fill out another one to get another gun. I think it was within a week. I had to fill out 3 of these forms. It's like, bro, I already passed the first one. Let me just buy up the rest of the month. It's crazy what they do now. I'm like, dude, I had no criminal record. I've done fill out at least 5 or 6 of them forms. Maybe even more than that. Y'all filled out at one at the gun show. I filled out probably like 7 of them forms already. It's dumb. If I was empowered, man, I'll be pushing that you fill that thing out once a month and just get as many as you can in a month. Let's see, Brandon, keep in mind YouTube closes channels for same content. NTD, Epic Times, Crossroads. Do you have second channel? Be safe, brother. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a second channel, but we got all of my videos backed up. We got a thing on Rumble. I have the Tatum report. We are going to get a second channel started, but we have all of the videos that I made are all backed up. I have all of my videos. And you guys know if something happened to me, and this is why I have my email thing out. Like I got an email to stay connected email. You can go to connect@theofficertatum.com, connect@theofficertatum.com. Send me your email or go on my website, The Officer Tatum. Go to Connect tab and you can go in the Connect tab and I'll have your email. So in case we get disconnected, I'm gonna send you an email and say, hey, here's my new website, here's my new stuff. So we got a few avenues, but I'm not gonna lose the videos. Biden will leave the free world. Biden will leave the free world into chaos. I guess that meant lead. And he will go down with it, 100%. Impeach Biden, 100%. You are amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for joining the Tatum Squad. Bernice, Leah, Hot BT, God bless you for all that you do for all of us conservatives around the world. I just want to ask, would you ever come to Melbourne, Australia, and do a live panel? Yeah, if you know some connects, if you got some connections, I'll come out there and do a panel. If you want to book me, go to my website and go to booking@theofficertatum.com and give me the details, and my assistant could book it and get it ready to go. Did you see Fauci funded the creation of coronavirus? I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised. Wearing a jockstrap as a mask is probably more effective, so just do it so grandma doesn't die. I know, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Y'all know it's so stupid. This stuff is so stupid. Lord Jesus, how long are we really giving Biden before Kamala takes over? 6 months, year? I'm thinking about 6 months. I'm thinking maybe 100 days, 6 months, something like that. Because he already messing up. Phil, thanks so much for the super chat sticker. Holly, thanks so much for the super chat. Biden's travel ban, Christian ban. Yeah, right? Equals a Christian ban. Biden's travel ban is a Christian ban. But they're not going to use that terminology. Republicans ain't either. They're just going to ball up in the corner and cry. Brandon Straka has been arrested by FBI, and they're a way to help him with his legal cause, ? He helped wake up a lot of people and need our help. Hey, you on your own. If you want to support Brandon Straka, I don't have a good relationship with Brandon Straka. I think he's a fraudulent person. I think he did all that he did for the money, but that's not my thing. I've seen text messages that he sent Candace, disrespectful text messages he's been sending out to people. I don't support him. I have nothing to do with what happened to Brandon Straka. But if you guys have been impacted by Brandon Straka and you think he's a great guy, then feel free, go and search out his stuff and go and support him. But for me, I don't support Brandon Straka at all. He's a fraudulent person. There's some people that you may not know of that are frauds. Behind the scenes, I know, but in front of the scenes, people don't know. And I don't normally say it because I don't want to get people all in their feelings. Brandon Straka may have changed your life. Don't worry about him being a fraud. If he changed your life, go support him. But for me, I know too much. Like I can't support people like him. He's a complete fraud. He's doing like a lot of stuff. I believe he's doing it for money, fame, and power. That's what he's doing. And some of these people are so good at it that they'll be able to grift you, and you won't even know it happened because they put a face on and make it seem like they really care. And then when you catch them behind the scenes, they don't really care. They drinking, and I'm not saying he's drinking. I'm just giving an example. They're drinking. They're trying to sleep with people at conferences. They ain't who you think they are. You catch them behind the scenes when they don't have that face on. They behind the scenes like, man, I'm not even conservative. People are so dumb. Some people are grifting. I didn't heard people tell stories. I didn't seen it with my own eyes. I didn't seen text messages. People running for they all fake, man. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. I'm not just saying this because it's me. But like y'all really lucky because y'all who support me, you support a dude that's real. I keep it 100. I don't care if people don't want to follow me no more. I keep it 100. But people like Brandon Straka and them, these people, they be doing stuff for money. They be doing stuff for fame. They want to be in the limelight. They want everybody to, no, you didn't. You doing a money grab behind the scenes. I'm gonna give you an example. Just because I feel like just getting it out there, because Republicans need to hold other people accountable, and then I'm done with it. Brandon Straka, when I first met him, he was cool. I don't have no problem with nobody, never have. Brandon Straka was cool. He hit me up on the Twitter. We were cool. I'm like, look, bro, if I can help you, we can help each other. Let's do this. We're in this together. I support your movement. He said he supported Turning Point USA in my movement. Well, people get greedy. So Turning Point, we had the Young Black Leadership Summit. And this is why it made me mad. We had the Young Black Leadership Summit. And me and Candace busted to raise money so that we can make sure that for the young people that needed to fly to D.C. for that event and needed hotel stay, that we could help them cover that cost. And that was majority of these kids that had never been on an airplane, never been to the White House, didn't even have clothes to wear. We raised money. A bunch of great people loved the mission, and they supported Turning Point USA and having all of those people go there. We paid for speakers. I picked the speakers. I know what they got paid. We paid speakers. We put them in hotels. We put 400 people up in hotels, made sure they were good, made sure they had flights. I called people's mamas. Say, trust me, I got your son. I'll take care of him. Don't worry about it. Just let the boy have an opportunity. Paid for one kid to go myself. Called his mama, say, I got it. Don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. We get to the thing. Brandon Straka never talked to me. He never said anything to me about trying to do an event together because he didn't want to do an event together. He wanted to poach our event. So what does Brandon Straka do? And you got to think, everybody that came for the Young Black Leadership Summit, they didn't have to pay for anything. If they want to pay it on their own, they could pay it on their own. But if they could not afford it, we pay for it all. We didn't charge nobody nothing. We paid for speakers. Some people got an opportunity to speak and they didn't charge anything, which was a blessing. Nobody paid anything to be there. Nobody. We raised the money to get them there if they needed it. Nobody had to pay for anything. Brandon Straka has an event. He had an event planned another weekend, but he scheduled the event the same weekend that we had our event in D.C. and made it about black people. He did that so that he could poach all of the people that we brought to the Young Black Leadership Summit to get to his event, that in which he charged them to be there. So kids were coming, and they didn't know what was going on, and I didn't say anything because I said, look, I'm not stealing nobody's thunder. They didn't know what was going on. They thought that Young Black Leadership Summit and Walk Away was working together. We weren't. I would have worked with them, but he didn't want to work with me. He money grabbed. He raised a bunch of money, charged people money to get on a buses to get to D.C. He charged them. After he raised all this money, he charged them. They went to a dinner in D.C. where he charged people per plate. He took people that we paid to speak. He took them and they spoke for him. He took our speakers and the people that came to our event, and I didn't stop it. I said, you know what? The movement is more important than people's emotions. People that are fake like that will get exposed. I do not support him. He did it. He had an attitude. He talked nasty to Candace Owens, disrespected Candace Owens. I don't like him. I don't make videos about these people because some of y'all don't need to know all the behind the scenes stuff. I don't fool with him. After he posts our event, I don't fool with him. The dude is not an authentic person, in my opinion. He's not authentic. These people are really good salesmen. They will lie to you. They will manipulate you. They'll act like they're part of the cause. They're not a part of the cause. They're looking for elevated fame. They're looking for elevated fame. They are. They want to be in the limelight. I went to D.C., and me and my wife went to D.C., and I said, I don't want to speak in D.C. I don't want to be on a podium. I want to be with the people. I want to be with the people marching to support the president in D.C. I'm not going on I don't want to be speaking. I don't want nobody trying to pay me to speak. I don't need people to, I'm just like the people. I'm just like y'all. Some of y'all saw me there. I'm shaking hands. I took pictures with everybody want to take pictures with me if that's what they want to do. But I march with the people. But no, y'all don't understand what goes on the back end. The reason why they want nothing to do with this stuff is because some of these conservatives, they want the platform. No, it's my event. Brandon Straka, during that event, held his own event in protest to another conservative event. He want his own event at the other plaza. I'm telling y'all, and I don't mean to make y'all feel some type of way, but y'all need to know, like, these people out here be doing some shady stuff, man. Some of these people want fame. They want to be in the limelight. They want to be popular. No, I had to watch the March on DC event. That was my idea. No, it was my idea. No, I had the stage. No, I had more people. No, I want to do it on Saturday because they took the place I was going to do it at. These people don't work together. And I said, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm with the people. I'm going to be walking with the people. I support the president just like everybody else. I am no different, no special. I'm doing my part. Everybody else do their part. That's why I don't fool with these people, man. Y'all, it's way more people that are fake that you have no idea about. But there's a lot of people that are real. And I may be missing people. I may be missing names, so I'm going to name a few so you know. People that I'm like, these people are real. ABL is a real person to me. ABL has been consistent. I see ABL in public. ABL, when I invite ABL to the White House, ABL have humility. He's a cool dude, real, straightforward, no phony, no fakeness. Humble dude. Bryson Gray is a real dude. 100% real. Bryson's been the same ever since I saw him the first day until now. Sometimes I wish he'll change a little bit, but Bryson ain't never gonna change. Bryson is a real one, in my opinion. Jericho Green is a real dude. I talked to Jericho Green on the phone. Jericho Green has been consistent since day one. He a real dude. He got a family. He's a family man. Jericho Green is a real one. And these are people that I know. I'm talking about people that I know. Candace Owens is a real one. You don't have to worry about nobody being fake. You know, but Candace Owens is really who she put herself out there to be. Candace Owens is who Candace Owens put herself out to be. You know, let me see. Dave Rubin is another dude that's cool. I like Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin has always been authentic. He always, when you see him in public, and I don't even agree with gay marriage and stuff, but Dave Rubin and his husband has always been kind to me, and I've always showed them respect. Let me think of some more. Let me think of some more people. I don't know the Hodges twins, but I never had a problem with the Hodges twins ever. They've never rubbed me the wrong way. Hodges twins stay to themselves, but I don't really know them, but they stay to themselves, and they do their own thing. I don't know nothing about Steven Crowder. I'm not gonna even mention the Agent Lucas because y'all know where he at. But who else out there? It's a lot of other people out there, man. I'm just going on people that's coming to my mind. Terrence Williams is a cool dude. Terrence Williams is an authentic dude. Terrence Williams, I talked to him. I call him. He's a real dude. He do his thing. You know, he wants to be a comedian and he want to get his thing. So of course he's going to work hard. He's going to put himself in position to be successful. But he's a cool dude. Kevin Corner. When I met Kevin Corner, I ain't never had a problem with Kevin Corner. I've never had a problem with him. I saw him. I invited him to the young Black Leadership Retreat. Kevin Corner was a real dude. Never had a problem with him. Let's see. Who else on here? Somebody said, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm not trying to be messy. Somebody said Montega. Montega is in my opinion, he one of the fakest dudes out there. He one of them people that's fake. These people, they fake, man. I know I'm giving the tea. Montega, in my opinion, is fake. The way he did King Face when King Face was dying on his deathbed, you the fakest dude in America if you on there dissing a man while he in the hospital fighting for his life. I don't fool people like that. Fake. And I heard some stories about Montega and the stuff that he was doing in his little election that he had. Fake dude. Have no respect for him. Who else is on here? I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Beverly Beatty. I don't know Beverly Beatty, but every time I've talked to her, she been consistent. I don't know her though. I can't talk about her. Charlie Kirk. I believe Charlie Kirk is exactly who Charlie Kirk presents himself as. He's one of the most brilliant young men I know. He's a little corporate, so he gonna toe the line sometimes. I get it. He's running a major corporation. I get it. But Charlie Kirk is a real dude in my personal opinion. He's a real dude. The experiences that I've had with him, he's been real. He's been real with me. I don't agree with everything he do. I wouldn't say I wouldn't, like me and Candace is like this. But I have respect for Charlie. He's established a great organization. I like him. I mean, he cool with my book. Let's see. Hotep Jesus is the fakest dude. When you say the fakest dude ever, he's faker than the fakest person you can think about. Hotep Jesus is the fakest person on planet Earth. Fakest dude on planet Earth. Larry Elder is a real one. I don't really know Diamond and Silk. They were nice to me when I met them. I don't really know him that well. Dan Bongino, when I met him, he was cool. Alex Jones is who Alex Jones is. I don't know Alex Jones to be fake at all. I like Alex Jones. He got banned on everything, but I like him. Dan Bongino, when I met him at the Trump Hotel. He was cool. He was down to earth. He wasn't bigger than life. He wasn't treating nobody wrong, but I don't know him personally. But that Hotep Jesus dude, that dude is a complete fake, fraudulent person. And some of y'all saw that video where I got on him on that live stream, which I had to repent for. But that dude is the fakest dude on planet Earth. In 2018, Hotep Jesus was banned from going to a Turning Point event because he were making anti-Semitic statements on his social media. And people who are high up in Turning Point said, we don't want nobody coming to our organization that we support that is making claims against Jews openly on his social media. So they said, we don't want him there. We don't want him there. And I said, cool, I don't run an organization, so I'm going to go and tell him. I told him, like, bro, they don't want you here because of stuff that you've been posting on your social media. I mean, you're promoting hate on your social media. Like, you can't be there. Saw him in the hotel. He showed up anyway. He live streaming in the hotel. So the staff was like, man, we're going to call the police and get him put out. And I said, you know what? I'll go talk to him man to man. I get Hotep downstairs in 2018. Some people were standing around watching this. Hotep in 2018, we talking, and I'm talking to him like, bruh, I may not agree with what they said, but I ain't the one that make decisions. Here's what they said. I'll go talk to him again. I'll pass along what you telling me right now. Mind you, I'm standing up for him like a brother. He's secretly recording me on Twitter. He's live recording me on Twitter. Now, I don't say stuff I don't mean. I don't sneak this. I don't do none of that. Whatever I tell you in private, I know I can't trust nobody, so I'm going to say what I would say in public and private to people. Secretly recording me. After he secretly recorded me, I found out, he told me after it was all over, he said, oh yeah, I was recording you, man. I had to protect myself. And I'm like, bro, you the fakest dude on planet Earth. I came down here to talk to you man to man, and you secretly recording me. Bro, I thought we were boys. And if you needed to save face on your social media, you could just have me come on live and I'll tell you what happened. You ain't got to secretly record nobody. So then I wouldn't mess with him 2 months. I told him, bro, don't talk to me. Don't see, we ain't cool. 2 years later, he want me to come on a live stream. And I'm giving the tea. This is real talk. He want me to come on live stream. And he calls me on the phone. B, what's up, man? And I'm like, what's up, bro? Hey, man, I want we black, we two black men. We should be promoting success. We should be promoting violence. Like, dude, I'm trying to squash it between you and I. I want to squash it. I got kids. Like, I don't want no beef. And I said, all right, bro, I forgive you, man. Like, let's squash it. All right, man, come on live with me on the live show, a debate. It's going to be 2-on-2. It was supposed to be him, Uncle Hotep, me, and Bryson. 2-on-2 debate. The dude from Fox News was supposed to moderate. I show up, it's 5 against me. by myself. Bryson hadn't showed up yet. And your boy, forget his name, Maj Toure, which ain't his real name. Y'all should probably find out his real name, and you'll see why he fake. But Maj Toure was supposed to be on there, and he didn't show up to debate. And he's another one. But let's get the hotel. He gets on the live stream, and he just mad disrespecting me. Calling me a grifter. Then he turned around the live stream and said how he know I'm a grifter because he's the biggest grifter of them all. I'm like, bro, these people are y'all don't understand how fake people really are in real life. Like, y'all can ask anybody. Beat Tatum is Beat Tatum everywhere. Y'all ain't never gonna catch me being fake. People see me up the street. They know I'm in the community. Will Johnson is a great guy. I like Will Johnson. Will Johnson has always been real, always been cool. Mark Dice is a real one. Me and Mark Dice hung out. Mark Dice, and David Harris hung out when we were in D.C. Mark Dice is a real one, in my opinion. I mean, when I'm around these dudes, they cool. They real. Leo Dunston is a complete fraud. Leo Dunston needs to go to a mental health facility. And I'm not even being funny, y'all. I'm being honest. Like, Leo Dunston really need mental help. I think something is wrong with him. I don't know Tim Pool. I mean, he sounds very intelligent. I don't know him as a person. I'm supposed to go on his show. Hopefully we can arrange that. But I don't know him. Graham Allen, I don't personally know Graham Allen, but I ain't feeling Graham Allen. Graham Allen, all these dudes that super ultra. I'm in the military, and then they come out and be soft as a marshmallow when it comes to what happened at DC. And these people, they just get wacky, man. Like, people ain't built like I be expecting them to be built. Like, I come from real men. Like, I come from real stock. Like, there's a G code. You know what I'm saying? Where I come from, and these people whack, man. Scott Pressler. I met Scott Pressler. He was cool dude. I think Scott Pressler is exactly who he presents himself to be. I've been around Scott Pressler a couple times. I don't agree with the gay stuff, the gay marriage and all that. Sometimes he's a little too flamboyant for me, but I respect him. I think he's exactly who he promotes himself to be, and I think he's one of the people who are actually doing something. They're not just talking. Let's see. Who else do I know? Jesse Lee Peterson. He a little crazy, but Jesse Lee Peterson is Jesse Lee Peterson. That I don't know him that well, but I've been around Jesse Lee Peterson several times, and Jesse Lee Peterson is the same behind the scenes as he is on the camera. Collins Noir. I met Colin Noir. I don't really know Collins that well. I've been around him a couple times. To me, he is exactly who you think he is. I don't think he one of those people that's different behind the scenes. Damani Felder is a real one. I like Damani. He a cool dude. I already said Jericho Green a cool dude. Chad Prather is cool. Chad Prather, me and him hung out plenty of times. Smoked cigars together. Chad Prather is a cool dude. He showed love. I went to one of his shows. He gave me a shout out at the show. I mean, Chad Prather showed love, man. He legit. I don't know Tommy Sotomayor. I know of him, but I don't know. I ain't never even talked to him before. Marcus Rogers. I like Marcus Rogers. Some of y'all probably follow him. I like him, man. He pretty cool. I don't really know him though. I don't know him that well, but I've been following Marcus Rogers since he was in the military, doing videos in the woods. Let's see. Who else? I don't really know Ben Shapiro personally, but I think he's intelligent. I think he bought what everybody think he is. Like, I know Isaiah Washington pretty good, and Isaiah Washington is a real one. Like, Isaiah Washington is one of the realest dudes that I know. and I can say I know Isaiah Washington relatively good. Not like I grew up with him or nothing, but I know Isaiah Washington. I talked to him on the phone several times, and he one of the realest dudes that I know. He will keep it real. He tell it like it is. He don't give no about nothing. One of the realest dudes I know is Isaiah Washington. One of the realest dudes. It'd be funny if y'all actually talk to him. He one of the realest dudes that you know. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Angry Cop. I don't think I know who Angry Cop is. Forgiato, cool. I met Forgiato, man. Forgiato Blow, he pretty cool. He cool. I don't know him personally, but when I'm around him, he seemed to be like a real dude. And if Bryson messing with him, that means he a real dude, in my personal opinion. Because Bryson don't fool with people that ain't keeping it 100. That ain't keeping it, what they call it, keeping it a band. Let's see. I think I got everything. Angela Stanton. Angela Stanton needs mental help. She is the worst when it comes to mentally disturbed people. And I almost feel bad for her, but she turned around and said that I beat my wife and stuff on social media. And it's like, I would never put my hands on my wife. She put on social media I beat my wife. She put on social media that I got banned from going into the White House. Like when somebody doing stuff like that, these people, they're nutty. They're nutty. That's nutty for somebody to make up stuff from thin air. Oh, she said I got fired from the police department. Like, that's nutty, man. That's nutty. I used to really like Angela Stanton. I really liked Angela Stanton. She was my favorite. She was like my big sister, man. I remember her first time hearing her speak. I had tears in my eyes. I supported her at Turning Point. I told Turning Point to have her come speak. You need to have Angela Stanton. She have a tremendous story. Y'all need to have Angela Stanton. She called me to ask me advice and what should she charge and then with Ahmaud Arbery, everybody lost their mind. And she disagreed with me, so she started calling me out my name and started saying that I beat my wife and stuff. Like, when you go that far, you nuts. Y'all got to understand, she nuts with a whole bunch of people. I've seen messages that she sent Candace. I've seen messages that she sent other people. She is nuts. She is nutty. Like I think that the trauma that she's gone through in her life, she really need help. And she shouldn't be in the public sphere. She really need to deal with her demons. I mean, shockers, y'all. These people are shockers. Like, they shock you. You're like, what? Somebody said Seiko Woods. Seiko Woods wanted to debate me, and he just came with the wrong energy, man. I was like, yeah, let's debate. He wanted to debate about Christian and the Trinity and all that stuff. And I said, all right, let's have a debate. I'm cool. Let's do it. And then he made a video just talking real reckless about me. Like, bruh, like, why would you talk reckless about me on a video and then you message me, say you want a peaceful dialogue. You just want a conversation. And then in the video, you telling me I'm not a Christian, that I'm not saved, or something he said in the video. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna waste my time debating somebody that says that they come in with real Christian humility to have a discussion, and then they berate you in the video right before that, saying that you ain't even a Christian, that you ain't saved. That dude said I wasn't saved. But that's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. So that Seiko dude, and then I went and researched him because I was like, let me see who this dude is, because I never heard of him. He got all kind of drama going on with churches and all kind of stuff. He's a dramatic. It seems like he's a drama person. Like, they got drama with everybody. All right, I'm just giving all the tea. I'm just keeping it 100 so y'all know what some of these people about. But don't believe me, man. Go and investigate these people on your own. Who else on here? I think I got everybody. Somebody said 21 Savage. Yeah. Amazing Lucas. I don't know what happened to Amazing Lucas. Like, I just have no idea. I could show y'all pictures. I feel like Donald Trump a little bit when it comes to some of these people. I could show y'all pictures where me, Amazing Lucas, Leo Dunson, I got pictures of me, Angela Stanton. I got pictures of me, Maj Toure. I got pictures of all these people. And I find out that people hate me, like, just randomly. I'm just on Twitter and somebody dissing me. And I'm like, bro, you got my phone number. Why you dissing me? Why you dissing me? You got my phone number. Yeah, that dude Maj is like, he real whack, man. He real whack. I invited him to the White House twice. Got my phone number. Maj Toure is online telling people that I'm afraid to debate him. He has my cell phone number. I called him to invite him to the White House on multiple occasions. When I get the invite, I used to put my boy on. Say, Maj, you want to go? You want to roll up? He got my phone number, and I find out he's online. Telling people that I'm afraid to debate him. I'm like, bro, what are you even talking about? Then he's going through Hotel Jesus trying to set up a debate. I'm like, bro, you can just call my phone. Why you going through another man to debate me? And then the rules of the debate was, this is during COVID, mind you. COVID. Everything is shut down. This is during COVID. Oh man, we need to debate at a venue. I'm like, bro, we can just debate on social media. Like, I got 1.4 million subscribers. You got like 10,000 subscribers. And so when we go on live, there's at least 10, 20,000 people that could be watching at one time. We could have a legit debate. Let's do it on. No, I want to do that and charge money. Charge money. He want to charge tickets. This is what I'm saying. People, they say, beat Tatum or grip. I never made people pay to go to a debate. He want to charge money during the pandemic. I have to fly somewhere to debate him. It's not like he's Sean King or somebody that's got a big name. This is Maj Toure. No, most people don't even know who he is. I was telling somebody about him the other day that he was on Tim Pool talking trash about me the other day. I'm like, people like, I don't even know who he was, never heard of the guy. Yeah, I know. But the dude said, put up $50,000 to debate me. I'm like, and $50,000 goes to the winner or to a charity or something like that. I'm like, bro, you doing too much. Just jump on the live stream with me, person to person. We can get a moderator in there, free of charge. Nobody has to travel. Everybody's sitting at home because of COVID, and we can have a live stream with 30,000 people watching. But y'all know what? These people want to take advantage of you and make money off of you. You got to watch these people. There's nothing wrong with charging for events. There's nothing wrong. I charge to speak. I'm a speaker. I have to make a living. I have a family. When I leave my house, I have to be compensated for it. So I charge to speak. I don't charge to speak at churches. If churches want to pay me to speak, then the church can do that, and I'll accept it. But I don't charge churches to speak. And I have speaking fees for certain speaking events. That's the way speakers do it. It's capitalism, and you got to make a living. You can't do everything for free. And when you find out what some people are charging to speak, and you're like, okay, you got to be a fool not to make a living off of speaking when people are raising hundreds of thousands of dollars off of your name. People have raised millions of dollars off of me, and I haven't seen none of that. So just what I'm saying. That's all. But your boy wanted to put up $50,000. Like, I'm going to be honest, man. I didn't have $50,000 to put up on a debate with somebody that nobody knows. Like, you don't put $50,000 up for a debate. That's dumb, dude. That's dumb. Who's going to determine who won? Oh, his homeboys. Okay. 50,000. Just really trying to grift y'all. Yeah, that's why I want y'all to understand. If somebody have a speaking engagement, and they charge to get in, that's totally fine. That's normal. That's normal. That person is a speaker. You are getting value out of that person's speaking ability. That's normal. If a person does a meet and greet and they charge people to get in, that's normal. But when a person wants to have a in-person debate during COVID and charge money when they can do it online and get a way bigger audience, you got to watch out for people like that. You got to watch out for people like that. Let's see. All right, let me get to the rest of these super chats. I know I'm supposed to be reading these super chats. I get off on a tangent, but I think some of y'all got to know. Some of y'all should just at least get it in your mind to investigate and evaluate people. Don't believe everything I say. You don't have to. Do your own evaluation of these people. Don't just believe B. Tatum. Go and watch their content. Go listen to them. Look at the way they move. Oh, another thing about Angela Stanton that I think is important for y'all to know, and she can't deny this because we got screenshots of this. She's an incredible racist person. She criticized me. Her and other black conservatives criticized me because I'm married to a white woman. Criticize me. Mind you, y'all, criticize me. Online, criticizing me because I'm married, because my wife, Korean, is white. They ridiculed me. And she wasn't the only black conservative. There was other black conservatives that ridicule me and criticize me because I'm married to a woman who happened to have fair skin. Shame on them. My boy Taylor Mays in there moderating. That's my brother from another mother. Taylor, man, you got to come through the house, man. You got to come spend a week, man. Oh, I didn't tell you, Taylor. I know you on here live. Come, bro. Come out here. We're going to go to Scottsdale Gun Club to shoot. We got our own lanes. We're going to shoot it up. Come out here. I got ammo. I can't tell all my news, my stuff on the thing, but I got the ammo for you, Taylor. Come on out here. Get away from California. Come out here and let's go shoot it. Okay. Let's see. Somebody wrote a comment and said, highest paid federal employee in the entire United States government, 2019, Anthony Fauci, $414,000. POTUS, $400,000. Chief Justice, $270,000. Pelosi, $223,000. Members of Congress, $174,000. They should be ashamed of themselves. But you know, when the pandemic hit, they still getting their money. They don't know about y'all. They still getting theirs. All right, I didn't went off on a tangent. The Democrats use a biological weapon on the American people to try to ruin Trump. Now, I'm not. That's a comment. That's not what I endorse. I don't know if they did that, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just being honest. Does anyone remember when Bill Maher was wishing for a recession because Trump economy was too good? Well, looked like they manufactured one. 100%. Cliffy, thanks so much for joining the Tatum Squad. Do you remember that President Trump said that COVID was going to miraculously disappear, ? He knew that things were going to change after the election. 100%. Trump knew that. Trump. See, my family members, some of my people buying into this stuff. We all know what it is, man. As soon as they say that it's gone, it's gone. As soon as they tell, some people are dumb enough to be driving in their car with a mask on, and they could be listening to the radio, and Joe Biden can say, COVID-19 is fine. You don't have to wear a mask. They will take the mask off while driving in the car. Just because somebody in power said it. They just, I guess COVID went away. I don't need to wait till I get home. I don't need to do hand sanitizer. It all goes away. It never existed. And they'll be screaming at you and get in the car and take their mask off because Joe Biden said it. Look forward to watching you keep me motivated to stay strong and counter-react. My damn friends. Yeah, these people. Come on, listen. I'll give you a little power. I pet GOAT. I ain't finna waste my time with that super chat. Much love from Brooklyn, New York. B. Tatum, thank you for always speaking the truth. We need more people like you out here, 100%. Do you use the Windows computer or Apple? I know a conservative-owned computer manufacturer. I don't know what this computer is. It's not an Apple, though. Priest B. Tatum, I still could not unsee what I saw in this election. 100%. I need to pin that. Somebody give him a round of applause. I cannot unsee what I've seen. Let's see. Pfizer came up with a new powerful sleeping drug. It's a cardboard box with a picture of Joe Biden giving a speech inside. That's funny. Watch the Financial Times interview with Russian President Putin. He understands our domestic issues better than any of our politicians. Seriously, watch it. It will educate you. 100%. I watched Putin the other day. I mean, when Trump was president, he was at some company, and he said something. And I know that Putin don't treat his people right and whatever, but I remember listening to him, and I was like, Putin sound like a G, though. He don't get, man, I'm like, man, we need somebody like Putin when it comes to his confidence and how he speaks, and he seems like a leader. Now, all the rest of the stuff he do, we don't need. But we need somebody that got some cojones, somebody that's strong, somebody that's you get what I'm saying? Somebody that's with it. We need somebody that's with it, man. Not these limp-wristed, weak, soft politicians. We need some people that's with it, that like might just swing on you. Like that's what I need, a president that just might just swing on you if you say the wrong thing. That's the president I want in the Oval Office. Somebody in Congress get to saying something crazy, he might swing on you or something. You know what I'm saying? He just might start throwing them things. He want all the smoke. That's the president I want. Like Trump, elbowing people out the way. Man, get out the way. America's in the front. What y'all doing? America supposed to be at the front of this thing. Get up out the way. It's just an idea. Let's see. How do you feel about the gun buyback plan proposed by Joe Biden already and introduced a $200 tax on firearms? They're in overdrive. We are fed up now. Story is on the Gateway Pundit site. .USA is done. Listen, man, I'm not abiding by none of that. You ain't buying back from me because how you gonna buy it when you didn't sell it to me? If Joe Biden and the federal government sold it to me, then maybe they can buy it back from me. They better buy it back for what I paid for it or more. I ain't selling nothing, man. This is the hill that I'm going to die on. I'm not selling nothing, and people need to not abide by this stuff. Impeach these people. We need to talk about the Convention of States. I'm going to have the Convention of States guy on here so people can watch it. BLM and Antifa was doing all that and more all summer long. All summer. Laws for thee, but not for me. 100%. This is that wall that Trump was trying to hold back. It's here. 100%. Biden policies of DVE, domestic violence, extremists. I don't know nothing about that. Jeremiah 23:16. This is what the Lord Almighty said. Do not listen to what the prophets are prophesying to you. They fill you with false hopes. They speak visions from their own minds, not from the mouth of the Lord. That's got to be 90% of people that claim to be Christians. 90%. God told me. You know, I rarely ever say God told me. I say I believe God is saying to me. I never say God told me because I ain't never heard God tell me nothing. There was one time I thought I heard God speaking to me. And it seems like the way my life is played out that I must interpret that wrong. I thought that God told me to marry this particular person. And I asked this person's mama. I asked my pastor. I was in full throttle getting ready to marry this person or trying to go. I thought God spoke to me in a dream and said, marry her. Those are the words that I heard, marry her. And I said, okay, God, you're talking to me. And now, like, God is taking me to a direction, and the person that I thought I was going to marry, they blocked me on social media because they're SAW. No way that was the right person. So I clearly must have not heard from God properly. Now, I have had 2 prophetic dreams that have been 100% exactly what I dreamed came to pass. Those were prophetic dreams. But other than that, I don't be saying God told me nothing because I ain't heard nothing from God. Unless I hear an audible voice say, Brandon, do this. And then I may do it. But until then, I'm like, look, I believe God put this on my heart. I believe that this is what God is doing. I'm not saying that's God. I don't want to be wrong, man. It's just that sometimes I have a feeling. I'm like, man, I feel like God is telling me to do this or telling me to be do certain stuff. Okay, let's see. Try Antifa.com. Yeah, that goes to Joe Biden's website. What do these people, Antifa and BLM, do for a dang living? Where are they getting the money for undies? I know, right? All they do is protest. I don't know how they live. The left wants me to regress as an African American, while the right wants me to progress as an American. The left want me to ignore the truth, while the right wants me to be educated on the lies. Conservatives for life. Conservative for life. 100%. Somebody give him a round of applause. Give me a bad boy. Win. All right. Good job. I love that. Paul, thank you so much. Clean, thank you so much for the super chat. I know you love the Lord, brother. Would you ever consider making a Christian YouTube channel? If you ever do, 100%, I'm the first to subscribe. I think I want to do that. It's just that, like, it takes a lot of time, and I just got to figure out a time to do it, and I'm hoping that it becomes prosperous. Could you do a fundraiser for Brandon Straka? No, I will not. I do not support Brandon Straka. He on his own, Jack. Please research Convention of States. I need to have somebody on to talk about Convention of States. I'll have a guest speaker on to talk about the Convention of States. God bless you. Thank you for your report. I appreciate it. Just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this. Our ideas would be more successful if we all had the same passion that you do. 100%. Thank you so much, and God bless you for the super chat. Let's see, Josh. Thank you for the super chat. Wish I could more, but the feds watching. Nah, it's all good. I'm from Canada, and I've shot a gun before. I want to. I've never shot a gun before, and I want to. Hey, get out there. If you get to America, you come to Arizona, you get you one and go out and make it happen. People not having Trump to blame anymore is exposing the true division. People want to hate on somebody. 100%, Paul. Thank you for the super chat. 100%, man. They out here protesting in like they protesting in Portland and Seattle for what? Like now Trump ain't to blame. What are y'all protesting? Okay, y'all protesting is a protest. Y'all been doing that the whole time, and we've been saying that, but people didn't believe us. Have you seen all the clips of the media comparing Joe Biden to Jesus? I haven't seen it. I hope to God that nobody doing it. I don't want to see it. Todd, thank you for the super chat. Susan, thank you for the super chat. Keep up the great work. I enjoy listening to you. I am Buddhist, but I enjoy seeing your passion for Christianity, and I often learn so much from your videos. 100%. Thank you. God bless you, and Buddha bless you. I don't know if that's a real thing. I hope I'm not disrespectful to Buddhism, but I thought it was a saying that say Buddha bless you. That could be from Street Fighter. But anyway, BBB, bye Biden. Leo, thanks so much for the super chat. JG23, why did Walkaway guy get arrested? He got arrested for, I guess, in his involvement with the Capitol stuff that went on at the Capitol. He showed his true color. I don't know who that is, but I think maybe that's Joe Biden. I met you and your wife and got caught in the Capitol months later, and I was disgusted, and I helped the dang cops. So you said you met me and my wife, and then you got caught in the Capitol months later, and and you were disgusted, and you helped the dang cops. Oh, that's messed up, man. I see that you're a free man now, so that's great, and it was good meeting you the other day when we met the first time. Learned it from the left. Walk away. Let's see. So disappointed in Straka. I read what he is charged with. He did shady stuff at the Capitol riot. Also, Ali Alexander, Stop the Steal, is a shady too. All right, she opened it up. Michelle, open it up. Ali Alexander, Stop the Steal. These people. Ali Alexander, I don't know much about him, but these people are not trustworthy. I just want y'all to understand. People that come out with the MAGA and some of these people are not trustworthy. Ali Alexander got a history of doing fraudulent stuff. Brandon Straka too. See, I didn't even read what he was charged with. Let me see what Brandon Straka is charged with. I'm sure we got it on Tatum report. Let me just look this up because I didn't even see what Brandon Straka was charged with. But these people are shady, man. Like y'all. I'm not just making this up. I don't care about these people. They don't pay none of my bills. So let me go down here and see if Tatum report got into it. But it says, founder of the Walkaway, he got arrested. Brandon Straka is a pro-Trump founder of the Walkaway movement, was charged Monday in connection with the U.S. Capitol riots, making him the latest person to face charges after live streaming their attendance at the Capitol on January the 6th. The Walkaway campaign began on Facebook in the summer of 2018 after Straka, a handsome. Who wrote this? Christy, I'm coming after you. You didn't have to put handsome in there. I'm just kidding, by the way. I think he looked weird. I think he had plastic surgery on his face. Anyway, Straka founder of the Walkaway social media campaign is now, best as I can tell you, the first Stop the Steal speaker to be charged in the Capitol riot. Although not in connection to either of the January 5th or 6th rallies. Here's the permit listing him as a speaker on January the 5th. So he's a speaker here. I don't know what this means. Let me go down. Straka, 44 years old, was taken into custody on Monday by agents from the FBI Omaha field office and facing charges of impeding a law enforcement officer during civil disobedience, knowingly entering and remaining on restricted grounds without lawful authority, and or engaging in disorderly conduct within proximity to the restricted building to impede official functions and engage in disorderly conduct with intent to disturb a hearing before Congress. According to the complaint, the FBI received many tips about Brandon Straka's involvement in the protests at the Capitol, including one from his own relative. A court document shows that the officials were tipped off by strikers post a video near the Capitol entrance shouting, "Go, go, 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 go." The video was later removed, and officials said that they could not find any video or post of on his Twitter page related to his actions at the Capitol. However, the FBI was sent multiple screenshots. These screenshots reportedly revealed that Stryker made the following comments on Twitter on January the 6th. Patriots at the Capitol, hold the line. I arrived at the Capitol a few hours ago as Patriots were storming from all sides. I was quite close to entrance myself as police began tear gassing us from the door. I inhaled tear gas and got in my eyes. Patriots began exiting shortly after saying Congress had been cleared. I'm completely confused. For 6 to 8 weeks, everybody on the right has been saying 1776 that if Congress moved forward, it would mean a revolution. So Congress moved forward. Patriots stormed the Capitol. Now everybody is okay. That don't seem like as bad. Also, he embarrassed and hide if you need to. Let's see. Also, be embarrassed and hide if you need to. But I was there. I was not Antifa at the Capitol. It was freedom-loving patriots who were desperate to fight for the final hope of the republic because literally nobody cares for them. Everyone else can denounce them. I will not. Perhaps I missed that part where I agree that it would be revolution ice cream cones. Okay, look, I ain't really tripping on what he said. I wasn't there because I wasn't gonna get involved and be in there, and nobody else is gonna do nothing, and then Brandon Tatum be in jail, and I'd be missing my child being born. And that Ali Alexander dude, I mean, other than him just looking like a fraud, I mean, he got some stuff going on too, but I don't know much about him. But I heard a lot of negative stuff about him, but I don't know much. I don't have any experience. Let's see, Mario, my brother, too many fakes in the conservative movement. I know firsthand B. Tatum is a real deal. Like Breed said back in the day, ain't no future for no fronting. Breed said back in the day. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that song. Ain't no future in no fronting. Yeah, I'm a real dude. Yeah, I'm one of the realest people. I don't. It's too easy to be real. Like, why would anybody fake it? Like, why would anybody be a fraud? Like, it's too easy to be real. All you do is just be yourself. And then there's people that like your personality, so they'll like you. Like, you don't have to try to be somebody else for people to like your page. There's people that hate me. There's people that think I'm an idiot. There's people that wish I wasn't on YouTube. But there's 1.4 million people that like me. So I don't have to be anybody else but myself. Even when I'm in public, I'm probably even nicer in public. Like, I'm way more approachable in public than I appear to be on these videos. Hank Aaron said himself he was feeling healthy and wanted to take the COVID shot to show black community it was safe. He was healthy. He was fine. He showed the black community what's going to happen to them. Oh, but they ain't going to say nothing. Black people probably dropping like flies and they ain't going to say nothing. Natural causes. This is amazing. I love that you blast them all. Blast them. I'm not saying nothing that ain't real. I want anybody to know that's watching me. I'm not saying nothing that ain't real. I'm giving y'all examples of stuff that I've seen with my own eyes, that I've experienced by myself. I'm not telling you something I read in a book. I'm not telling you something I read from a post. I have had experiences with these people, and they are fake. Let's see. Daniel, thanks so much for the super chat. Cat eating. Last month, I donated to you. My bank sent me a message 3 minutes later. They text me some hack into my account. You donate to me where? I don't know where you donate to me where? On YouTube? If you donated on YouTube, I have no control over that. That's YouTube. If you donated to me via my website, which is PayPal, that should be the most secure thing out there. And that's PayPal that didn't secure it. So, but let me know, whoever you are, because there could be other people that could have been compromised. Or you could be getting an indication that's not really your bank and it's saying that it's a hacker, so you can put I want y'all to understand this. I'm not saying that nobody mess with you. I've never heard anybody come to me at all say that they've ever had any problems with their bank. But y'all got to watch out too, because there are you can go and do something and there's hackers that will make you a fake email or a message to your phone that says, hey, there's been compromises on your account, log in here. And the hacker will have you click and you will go and log in. Therefore, you're putting your password and username into a hacker's system. It's not even your bank. Your bank would not send you. I believe that your bank will not send you a text message saying somebody hacked you. They will call you if there's somebody that have hacked your account and they can prove it. 3 minutes later is not an indication of somebody hacking your account. If your bank sends you a message and said there's potential fraudulent stuff going on, that could be because what you donated to me, your bank thought it was fraudulent because it's not normal on the way you spend. So that could have been the case too. That don't happen normally 3 minutes later. But typically your bank don't do stuff like that. Your bank will call you. You will get a phone call from your bank and they will verify that it's you, and then they will talk to you about the fraudulent behavior, because they're not just going to text you. Because if somebody's defrauded you, they may have your phone. And if they text you on the phone and say somebody's got hacked in your account and these people have your passwords or anything, they're going to be able to get access. So they don't typically do that. Now, I could be wrong, but my bank don't typically do that. And people get hacked all the time. They prompt you to put your code into this thing, log in to see, and then you logged into their thing, and then they got your password to your bank. And I'll tell y'all this, everybody that's watching, don't buy stuff with a debit card. Only spend stuff with your credit card, especially when you donate, when you give money, when you pay for stuff online. Use a credit card, because a credit card, you have no liability on a credit card. If a hacker or somebody gets into your credit card and spends your credit limit, your bank will be able to forgive that very easily. And they will be able to load your card back up to where it's supposed to be, and they'll write it off as fraud. If it's your debit account, that's your actual money. It's not a credit. It's your money. And if somebody hack and steal your money, it may take them a very long time to recover your money, actual funds. I want y'all to just know that I do everything on a credit card, and really get you a credit card that give you advantages, points, miles and stuff on the airlines, and buy all your stuff on the credit card and pay it off. And if you're an irresponsible person, don't get a big credit card. Only get a credit card that's big enough that you can pay off at one time, at any given time. You know, you should have enough to pay your credit card off in your bank account at any given time. If you don't, that's kind of irresponsible. You probably shouldn't get a credit card. But me and my wife, we pretty much can travel for free, just about, with the money we spend on our credit card. And then we just pay it off. Spend it, pay it off, spend it, pay it off. And over the course of the year, we get hundreds of thousands of flight points, and we can fly anywhere for free. Let's see. Thank y'all for the super chat. Ben Shapiro is not America first. I've never heard him not be America first, but I'm not advocating. Show me some evidence and I'll believe you. People cannot benefit from the unlawful murder of a child. The vaccines were tested using the kidney fetal lines. Let's see. The kidney fetal lines of an aborted child from 1973. That's crazy. They are abortion tainted. We must demand ethical alternatives. No good will come of it. Hey, the ethical alternative is not to take the vaccine. I know what you mean. I had a disagreement with the coward Lucas, and he threatened my children on live stream, threatened to kill me and my kids. That's crazy. Now, I don't know what you said to him, but I mean, he be going off. I watched this. Somebody was saying he was talking trash about me on a live stream. So I tuned in. He was calling girls B words and everything. I was like, oh man, he going off. He used to not even cuss. He on there cussing and acting a fool. Michael Jocko, I don't even know who that is. Do you see us back from all of this? Yeah, I think we're gonna bounce back. I think we are. Noah, thank you so much for the super chat. Out of the conservative people out there, you are the only one I follow and join your squad. Without a doubt, I got your 6 for life. 100%. Turn right. I appreciate it. I got your 6. When you see me in public, holler at me. Let's see. You've been real since I first saw you speak back in 2016. Your YouTube posts keep me sane. Had to show some support. Let's see. Nolan Neal from AGT. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. 12 months ago, I told my white sister-in-law that I was going to teach my biracial child about race. She told me to watch your channel, and the rest is history. Thank you. Dang, that's cool. That is cool. That's cool. That made me feel good. Thank God I saved that kid from I don't know what you were gonna tell him, but if you're gonna tell him something bad, I think I saved it. Dr. Bridges is a preacher that leaned right. His interview, I'm not even talking to Mike. His interview about the dream he had about Trump is good. Very religious. Okay. Have you met Adam Kringler, Jared Lewis, James T. Harris, Malo Art de Quinto? No, I met James T. Harris, and I love James T. Harris. Me and him. James T. Harris is one of the people that woke me up, to be honest. I love James T. Harris. Let's see. What's up, man? Tip from young conservative running for office. I'm 23 and looking to run. Thank you. Much love. Rocking a 45 hat every day. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. If you are going to run, you know, I'm just saying, do it because it's a calling on your life. Don't do it because of fame. Don't do it because you're angry. Do it because you believe God has called you to do that. So that's all I would say. Be prepared, never back down. Be prepared, never back down, ever. Have faith, never back down, be prepared. That's all I can say. How do you feel about Biden signing the executive order for abortions up to 1 minute before birth? I didn't see him sign that executive order, but I'm not shocked. But you know what I think is hurtful to our country, but at the end of the day, it's up to you not to have an abortion. I don't care if it's legal or not. I'm not having one. I don't have a daughter, and I almost said thank God because I don't want to have to go through that with a daughter in this day and age. But don't have an abortion. It's legal. That don't mean you have to do it. That don't mean you have to participate in it. That don't mean your kids have to do it. I want to let you know about the H.R. 1 bill made this year that could change the voting system to the Democrats' favor. It's crazy. Let's see. Where am I at? Man, y'all super chatting. Okay. Will you please run in 2024? I don't know, man. God has to make me run for office. He has to make me. Leah, thanks so much for the super chat, for the $20 super chat. Brandon, do you have a nonprofit organization I can donate to? I want to help your cause to enlighten black youth. Well, Blexit does a really good job. I'm the co-founder of Blexit. I have a nonprofit, but I've been so busy, I haven't figured it out. I mean, I haven't got all the logistics done. In the End, We Win is my nonprofit. It's registered. My goal is to help young men. Mentoring young men is going to be the totality of In the End, We Win. I'm just too busy to even do anything with it right now. So you can donate to Blexit at this point because we are also helping in the black community. And we're starting to do after-school programs for Blexit to help young people after school, to help them with education and tutoring and stuff like that. So if you want a cause to donate to right now for the young black youth, Blexit is a great way to do it. If you want to wait until my nonprofit start, I'll let you know when it's launched. How about Joyville? I don't know Joyville that well. You know, some people rub me the wrong way. I mean, I don't want to be too mean to people, but like some people I just don't hang around because I just don't vibe with everybody. But I don't know Joyville, so I'm not going to comment on her. Robert Barnes, lawyer, thinks Trump should sue Senate over all the mess that's going on. Trump has been on defense for the whole time. Maybe it's time for him to go on offense. Robert Barnes. It's not that pastor, is it? Narrows the way. Few that are on it, 100%. Sometimes I think nobody on it. Thoughts on Biden putting Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill? Like, I get it, but y'all got to think of this. Why would Biden put Harriet Tubman? I need to make a video about this. Why would Biden put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill? Like I just feel like that what it does is it reinforces the slave condition of black people in this country. It just reinforces it. There's so many other black people who were very successful. Some of them were very wealthy that I think should possibly be on a $20 bill or on money than Harriet Tubman. They're going to have some old slave-looking Harriet Tubman all wrapped up, enslaved, on a $20 bill. When everybody else is looking our profession, they can have Harriet Tubman on there looking like a slave. They're not going to show none of her other pictures or anything else because at the time, Harriet Tubman was married when she escaped from slavery. She had a job, she was married, and her husband was a free man that she lived with. Harriet Tubman wasn't climbing on a plantation. That wasn't what her deal was at the time that she started the Underground Railroad. Some of y'all don't know that. But they should have Madam C.J. Walker or Sarah, her name is Sarah Bree Love, on the $20 bill. She was the first female millionaire out of any woman in the world, or at least in America. She was the first female millionaire. And she happened to be black. So she was the first black female millionaire. And she was the first female millionaire out of any race to be female out of any race to be a millionaire. Madam C.J. Walker should be on the money. But the reason that they're not going to put her on the money is because they need black people to constantly be in a state of victim mentality, in a state of slavery, of oppression. They just want black people to continue to be in that position. They want black people to always stay there. That's why they will never put prominent, successful, heroic black people on the money. They should put Martin Luther King on the money. Why won't they put Martin Luther King on the money? Because he was a successful leader. He wasn't bound by slavery. He had a dream of equality in America. Pretty much. He had some other stuff that I didn't agree with, but why don't they put him on the money? Why don't they put George Washington Carver on the money? One of the greatest scientists to ever live. Ben Carson, one of the greatest neurosurgeons to ever live. Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington would be a great person to put on a $20 bill. Where do you want to go with this? Why do you have to go all the way back to slavery? You got so many black people that have done so well, that have been very successful, that you can put plenty of black people on the $20 bill. I forgot the guy's name, and it's bad because I haven't been, studying black history for a while. Let's see. Let me get this other line. Let's see. Okay, so and so here's another example. Garrett Morgan invented the stoplight. I forgot his name. Garrett Morgan invented the stoplight. Garrett Morgan in 1963. He died in 1963, but he was an African-American inventor, businessman, and community leader, most notable for his invention were a 3-position signal light on and a smoke hood. So he pretty much invented the gas. Let's see. He invented the stoplight and a smoke hood. So it was a predecessor to the gas mask. I didn't even know he did the gas mask. So Garrett Morgan invented the stoplight and the smoke mask and the gas mask. Notable use in 1916. 1916 is when he did the gas mask. Let's see, when did he do the stoplight? Because I don't even know when the stoplight was made. Anyway, it's too much to look into. Why don't they have Garrett Morgan on money? Here's another thing I want y'all to consider too. Why are they putting a woman on money? Why wouldn't they put a man on money? Y'all gotta see where I'm going with this. See where I'm going with this. Why would they put a woman on money? When you and I'm not against any woman. All these men that are on money, they should put a black man on money. But they have this fetish with dehumanizing and diminishing the leadership of black men in black culture. That's why they wanted to put Harriet Tubman. They don't want to put Booker T. Washington. They don't want to put Frederick Douglass. They don't want to put none of these black people. And they obviously they were after Harriet Tubman, but some of these people were slaves that ended up being free. They did a lot of great things. A lot of black people done a lot of great things. Tuskegee Airmen. I mean, you can go down the list. All of the black athletes that broke barriers. I mean, you go down the list of all the black people in history that were very successful. They don't want to pick not one black man because they don't want strong black men in America. I can say this till I'm green in the face. They don't want strong black men in America. They will put a woman as a first representative of black people. They will put a woman on money. They will put a woman on money. I say create new bills and put all kinds of people on there. Because once you go to black, now you got to go to Asian, you got to go to Latino, you got to go to I don't know, you got to go down the list. Native American? Y'all ain't got no native people on money? And y'all finna put black people on money? Keep it in your mind. Why won't they put a man on there? All these great men. Like I said, Garrett Morgan. Then you have George Washington Carver. I already said George Washington Carver. One of the greatest inventors of all time. George Washington Carver should be on some money. You know, you got to think he had an incredible impact. He made an incredible impact. The man was great. Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Because I'm looking at the Wikipedia and I don't know if they telling me the truth. It says Garrett Morgan created the stoplight, invented the stoplight. Okay. Make sure nobody, because I read something else, they like somebody else. Traffic light, the traffic light that we know. Traffic light, traffic signal, whatever. The first traffic invented. So, anyway, I think I had it right the first time. But a black man created the automatic transmission. People don't know that. A black man created the automatic transmission that we use today. So instead of having a manual shift, you have the automatic transmission created by a black man. Black people did all kinds of great stuff in history. But they don't want you to know about them. They want you to only know about the poor. She was a slave just trying to fight for black people to get out of slavery. I think Madam C.J. Walker is a better person to put on money. See, let me see. I could be wrong. Let me see about this. It says a electric traffic light in 1912 by Lester Wire, a policeman in Salt Lake City, Utah. A electric traffic light. I guess the electric traffic light was made by this other guy. Let me see if they got his picture up here. Let me see if I can find Mr. Lester. Anyway, I need to get up off here. I think I read all the super chats. Did I read them? No, I didn't. I don't think I finished them. Let me go back. Okay, let's see. Everyone needs to change their vote registration action to the Patriot Party and let's put our own in office. No, we don't need to have a Patriot Party. We just need to take over the regular party. Diamond and Silk. No negative comments for Diamond and Silk. You were right yesterday. I misspoke. The video is called Christ Privilege, not White Privilege. Your audience must watch. Also, Biden is doo-doo. Just want to hear you say it. Doo-doo. Let's see. Foos said, you do not know silence like a cancer grows. Okay, Fools said, you do not know silence like a cancer grows. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, and the people bowed and prayed to a neon god they made. That must be a rapper song or something. I don't condone unnecessary violence, but as an American, I also understand that when liberty is at jeopardy, there comes a time. It says there comes a time whenever the things we once called unnecessary to indeed become necessary. 100%. Great work, Brandon, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for joining the Tatum Squad. We had 8 people join the Tatum Squad. I appreciate it. Put your faith in the Lord and make bullets. Let's go back to this. Put your faith in the Lord and make bullets. I wish everyone had helped cheat the election would be publicly. Oh, man, you're saying too much. I know what you're saying. Example needed to be made so America is ours again and not the property of big pharma, tech, and evil politicians. 100%. You know, I agree. You're entitled to your opinion, and I think I side more with your opinion than anything else. I mean, this is crazy what people are able to get away with doing, and nobody's held accountable. That's all I'm saying. Hi from Iowa, B. Tatum. Can I get a shout out to my 13-year-old son, Joe? What's up, Joe? What's up, Joe? How you doing? Let's see. Can I give a bad boys? What's up, Joe? How you doing, buddy? He loves getting a shout out from you a while back. That's cool. Let's see. Got COVID twice. Going back to work tomorrow. What do you think about Alexander, I think I already spoke on that. Hey, check out how the Gestapo, Twitter, is using a new thing called Birdwatch to tattle on people that don't agree with the leftist views. I know it's getting out of control. You, Bev, Candace, Hodges Twins, and Anomaly, 100%. I called the Young Turks the Young Turds. Yeah, I know. That show is turd. Let's see. I have a Christian conservative channel, and it's not easy. I get shadowed bad, 8 months, and only 500 subs. I'll keep spreading God's word, though. Let's see. Cam Tube. Man, just keep spreading the word, man. Keep spreading the word. Keep telling the truth. And make sure that is that you're getting banned and it is not you're not consistently putting out content. There's a lot of ways to be successful on the YouTube channel, and it may not be getting shadow banned or anything. It may be because of consistency and content. You have to put content out every day. If you're not putting content out every day, it's going to be hard to grow because your videos are going to just get smothered. You got to be quick with it. You got to get to the point at the beginning of your video. You got to catch people. You got to get them involved. You got to get them excited. Once you get people in your video, you got to give them content to watch. If you're slow, if you're dragging your feet, if you don't have passion, people are going to see it. They're not going to sub. Also, you got to tell people to subscribe. If you don't tell people to subscribe, they're going to be watching your videos and they never subscribe. They never thought about it before. So there's some things that'll make you successful. I'm white and a pastor. My black friends I grew up with believes Christianity is rooted in white supremacy. I love him like a brother, and advice on how to win him over. God bless you. Praying for you and your family. I hate to say it, but your friend is turned over to a reprobated mind, and you probably shouldn't be friends with this person no more. But I don't know your relationship. I almost think you shouldn't be friends. Man, you got to be real crazy. The thing is that this person is not, if they're a Christian, they claim to be a Christian, it's worse. If they're atheist, then don't worry about it. Talk it to their head, not their heart. Continue to pursue a friendship. If this person is a Christian, they may have been turned over to a reprobated mind. They are working for the devil. There's no way in the world Christianity is white supremacy. Christianity is a Middle Eastern religion. Jesus was a Jew. Jesus wasn't an American. Jesus was a Jew. Jesus wasn't European. Jesus was probably a dark-skinned Jew. The lineage of Abraham, Moses, all of them were all dark-skinned Jews on the continent of Africa. Egypt is in Africa. All these places in the Middle East. These people weren't white people. And when you look at the Bible was written already. It has been translated into English, but we have a lot of the original manuscript that you can draw from. And if you get basic principles, how is it white supremacy? If anything, it condemns supremacy. This is the thing that I never understood about this whole argument that the Bible is a white supremacist thing. It's like it actually condemns white supremacy. Like, how are you going to be a white supremacist that believe in the Bible because the Bible condemns white supremacy? The Bible condemns racism. It condemns even the concept of race because we're all one in the kingdom of God if you are God's child. It completely eliminates any of this stuff. Hate, jealousy, envy. So they're giving you a book, and it's rooted in white supremacy, yet it's challenging every aspect of white supremacy. And if you were to read the book, you would know that white supremacists are false, anti-God, going to hell. So I'm saying white supremacy in the sense of believing that you're better than another person and hating and being evil towards another person. I mean, it's okay to believe that maybe that white people are superior. I mean, I don't know. You can believe that. It's your action and what your heart does. So let me not say just because you believe that white people are better than black people, that somehow you're going to hell. I mean, I think it's your heart. How do you treat people? Are you loving people? Are you vengeful against people? Do you hate people? Are you treating them improperly? Are you telling them they can't meet God because they're black? Like, those things will get you sent right to the pit, right in the pit, burning up. But it's ludicrous for black people to say it's rooted in white supremacy. Shut up. Let's see. Dr. Kynan Bridges is a preacher that leaned right. I read that already. Let's see. Brandon, what's going on with the Arizona legislation? They have possession of the Democratic machines. Have they hired the two separate companies yet to audit them? Do you know anything? You being there, just seeing if you know. I don't know nothing, man. I was like, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. I don't even want to know what y'all doing. I don't care. Get it done and then come talk to me. Y'all done made promises you can't keep. And Arizona probably fought more than anybody, but still, like, I don't care, man. Look, get it done. I don't care. Get it done. Hey, brother, glad to hear truth. Have you ever listened to Tom McDonald, True 100, Not Woke? Yeah, I watch this stuff. I mean, I listen to this music. It's pretty cool. I don't really like how they cussing, but it's pretty cool. You know how you know the them stole the you know what? Because if your spouse asks to see your phone, you don't run in the bathroom and lock the door. Thoughts on Dr. Bryce Watkins? He seems anti-white. 100%. These people are racist. Bryce Watkins is a racist. I know this is off topic, but can you give some tips on dating from the Christian perspective? I could be very quick about it. You know, dating. I should do a channel that say ask Brandon anything. Dating. Listen, first of all, you got to date somebody that's a Christian. Don't date people that are not Christians. If you're a Christian, unequally yoked, it's not gonna work. You're gonna go through a life of hate and trauma. And if you make it out the other side, you didn't went through all that trauma for nothing. Only date other people who are equally yoked with you. Just because they're a Christian don't mean that you should date them. You need to date somebody that's on the same page as you. You have somebody that's way woker than you in the Christian faith, and you are still baby on milk, and they're eating meat. That may not be a good mix. Meet somebody who is equally yoked with you. Meaning that y'all both in a similar position in Christ, knowledge, understanding, openness to God. Try to meet people like that. Do not have sex with these people before marriage. Don't do it. Now, I know people will do it. It's going to happen. I did it. I'm not trying to act like I'm a saint, but I learned that that's not the best way to do it. Try to avoid having sex with people before marriage. Date them, get to know them, figure out what you have in common. Men, young men, check the family tree. I'm just being honest. If a woman has daddy issues, do not waste your time. Don't waste your time. I'm just being honest. Don't waste your time. If a woman hates her dad and don't have a good connection with men, so she don't have a stepdad, she don't have another man, just avoid that situation, because a lot of these people are broken up on the inside and they don't want to get fixed. They got huge daddy issues and they're gonna mess you over. So try to find somebody, and I don't mean to alienate people, because I know people that got bad daddies. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about somebody that's unjustifiably hating their father for whatever reason. They never forgave him. They hate the man. They hate men, but they want to sleep. They want to sleep. They want to have sex and stuff, but they hate men. Be very cautious of people like that because they will run you into the ground and they will do to you everything they wish they could do to their daddy, and it will ruin your life. So try to stay away from those people and be selfish because this is your own life. Be selfish. Meet somebody with a good family, a loving mom and dad. They don't have to be married and all that stuff. If it's married, it's good for them. Like it's a likelihood if you meet a woman whose parents are married and she got a good relationship with her parents, that's a green light. Go ahead and see about that. Don't if you ain't got no kids, avoid messing with people with kids. It's because you seem like you young. And here another thing I say: don't compromise. Don't compromise. And I'm not excluding people because I had a son when I got married to my wife. Check this stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm not acting like you can't find love, but you gotta be careful. Just be careful. You fall in love or whatever, but be careful because these women, men too, if men got mama issues, don't deal with men with mama issues. Don't deal with these men. And I'm talking about men who have not forgiven their mom, who either had a bad relationship with their mom, they just haven't forgiven them. Mama issues and daddy issues is because you haven't forgiven the person. It's not the person. It's not the dad. It's that you haven't forgiven your dad. That's daddy issues. And it's not easy. So you probably need to go to therapy and stuff. But you're a young man, you ain't got no baggage, go for it all. Dream. Envision your wife. Don't compromise. Go get the best you can get. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you gotta go in. No, get what you want. Get what you want. Don't compromise. You compromise, you regret it, you ain't getting a divorce. Or you end up cheating or something. Don't compromise. Get what you want and be what you want. That's the most important thing I can say. Be what you want from somebody else. You want a great woman? Be a great man. You want a woman that's consistent, that's loyal, that's independent. Be independent. Be consistent. Be loyal. You want a woman who, is athletic and play sports. You need to play sports. You can't be sitting on the couch looking like a sloppy Joe and you want a model. Be what you want from somebody else. At least be competitive. I'm not saying that you gotta, some people just got it, but be what you want in another person. Have you checked the young Pharaoh, and do you think that he's building a cult on YouTube? I heard some negative stuff about young Pharaoh. I don't know who he is. I heard him once, but I don't know. He probably is, but I don't know. I don't know young Pharaoh. I heard some negative stuff about. I haven't heard anything good about young Pharaoh, but I don't know the man, so I'm not gonna speak on it. Two of my great granddaughters are biracial. I feel the same towards them as I do the other 6 who aren't. Yeah, because you're a normal person. Brandon, I live in liberal Mecca, New York City area. I'm in high school, and the teacher hate me because they know where I stand. They're indoctrinating young minds. How do we fight this? Look, indoctrination, you got to get your parents to stand up for you. That's all I'm saying. Parents need to stand up for their high schoolers. Don't let them tell your kids. The kids, man, you just need to make your grades. You can't change what they teach other kids. Because really, your education should be coming from your parents. Your parents need to be making sure you lining up with what's right at home. Tatum 2024, I'm military. What should I do if I get orders to take the vaccine? That's a hard thing. I almost want to tell you don't take the vaccine and quit the military, but that's a very tough. That's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know, man. I cannot give you an honest answer because I want to say don't take the vaccine, just leave the military. But I don't think you can just walk out of the military. You're gonna have to just take it. Just gotta take it. I don't know what to say because, maybe you can stop your family from taking it, but you may have to take one on the chin because I don't think you can just quit the military. I don't think you can. I'm not sure. I think you're under contract. You can't just quit. So I don't know if you can just quit the military. You can try to avoid it and tell them you don't want to take it. But if they make you, I guess. But just, one thing you can do is make sure your family don't take it. Thank you for opening my eyes and making me see the truth about what's really going on and also making me believe in God. That's great. That's great. Thank you. That's great. That's always good to hear. A lot of peers hate me, but I also try to inform. I always try to inform. Yeah, I don't care what people think about me. Thomas Sowell, that's my man right there. Put Thomas Sowell on some money. As a Christian conservative student athlete to a dominantly liberal college, let's see, how do I to share my opinions about being hated by my classmates and peers? How do I share my opinions? Start you a YouTube channel. Start you a Facebook channel. Start you a little blog. Just go for it. Amy, your super chat was redacted. Frederick Douglass, I think, would be perfect to put on a bill, and they did put natives in money. Buffalo nickel being one of them. Yeah, that's right. That's right. True that. True to that. Let's see. Hey, B. Tatum, Robert Burns is a constitutional attorney and has advised Trump on various lawsuits. He is a genuine as far as law goes. I don't believe none of these people. They told us all kind of stuff and none of it happened. You are one of the few I show. You are one of the few I show my friends. You know Jesus. You know what's happening. Shout out my friend G, Anthony, and Q, live in Scottsdale. Oh, live in Scottsdale. All right. I live out here. G, Anthony, and Q live in Scottsdale. I live out here. I've been living in the Scottsdale area. Brandon, I saw a couple places where some leftists already trademarked or patent the Patriot Party URL. There's no need for a Patriot Party URL. Just kick these sorry out of the Republican Party. I appreciate your strength and persistence, overcoming so much adversity. Your inspiration. Thank you. I appreciate it. Abraham stems from Western Asia, Mesopotamia. Let's see. P52 is oldest New Testament fragment discovered. Let's see. Hello, B. Tatum. I'm a nurse. I don't want to be forced to take a vaccine. How do I go about it if I am ever forced to take the vaccine? Let's see. How about George Floyd on a $20 bill? It's hard, man. It's hard. I want to tell you to just quit, but you know what? The way life is set up, you can't just walk away from no nursing job. Especially if you didn't put time in, you just can't walk away from it. I mean, if they give you an opportunity to say, okay, if you don't take the vaccine, you got to wear a mask, then just wear the mask and just not take the vaccine, and then hopefully it die out, and they'll forget about it, and you may not have to wear the mask no more. But I just don't trust the vaccine. It's not safe. To me, it could be incredibly dangerous. But, man, some people are put in bad positions because they're like, you got to take it. If they let you take it off site, meaning that you can get it from not being in the hospital, then I would go outside and get the test done and get that piece of paper filled out where you did your test off site with somebody who's certified to do the test, to do the vaccine. I mean, that's what I would do. Videos are great. How would one find God? Prayer. Just open prayer and reading the Bible. That's how you find God. Open prayer, meaning seeking God, like talking to God, just randomly talk to God. And then read the Bible. Read Genesis until it get boring. And then read Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, the Gospels of Jesus. And then just read from there. And then you can go back and read more of the Old Testament and figure out more about God. But I think that's the best approach that I could say, is that going to church is good, but churches can be dicey. Like, I would pray first, I would read some scripture, and then I'll let God lead me to go to church. I wouldn't just start at church, because the reason why I say that is because some churches are not real churches. And you can go to a church because you think it's real, and then you end up lost and going to hell. And they teach you all kind of crazy stuff. So pray to God first, read the Bible, Genesis until it get boring, and read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and just see if God deal with you. And if God don't come to you and give you direction, then go on the website and look for churches in your area that seems to be reasonable, and just try a few of them. If you don't like them, then just go to another one until you find one that fit the spirit you have in you. And then I'm talking about the Holy Spirit. I'm talking about the desire to get to know God, to hear the word of God, things like that. Just watch Osteen and say the little prayer. I wouldn't advise you to watch Osteen, but unless you want motivational. I think you got to be saved already to listen to Joel Osteen. Like, if you're not saved, Joel Osteen is going to make you miss heaven. If you saved already and you already got a relationship with God, Joel Osteen can be a good for motivational, not for salvation. Let's see. Somebody said, am I related to Jason Tatum? I don't think so. I don't know the guy. FBI came to my house because I was at the Capitol. This is bull crap, and no, I wasn't in the Capitol. Yeah, they may come to your house, but it's like I wasn't there. I was at home chilling. Me and my wife didn't even go. I was like, I'm not going. They're not finna do nothing major. I ain't showing up for that. What is America going to do about Dominion voting machines? I have no idea. Hopefully Arizona start the pathway to figuring out if the things were manipulated or not. When they do it, it'll be a chain reaction. But we just got to keep fighting for integrity in election. We just got to keep fighting. And we got to be able to prove that the machines are doing what we said they were doing. If they didn't, then we just lost, So I think we have to figure that out. Did you peep The Office? Big Trump open up in Florida? Yeah, I think I saw that. It's kind of weird, but I saw it. Anyway, I love you guys, man. I got to get off here. I've been on for 2 hours and a half. I got to get off here. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I see you on the next one. Let me play my music and I'm out of here. Yeah, I love you guys. Keep your head up. I'm going to start praying again, I promise. I'm just like worn out, and I don't want to say a halfway prayer. Let's see, Mr. 19 Adam. Thank you so much for the super chat. I believe the way to God is to open one's heart to him. God bless you and the fam, Brandon. That's it. I got to say that. Just be open to God. Go in there and say, look, whatever. I'm down for whatever. Show me what it do. Show me what it do, God. I want to know you. I don't care about what my family say. I don't care about what I heard, what somebody tried to tell me last week. I want to know you, God. If you open, God will meet you. That's what happened to me. I can't tell you something reading a book. I tell you what I know. Let's see. Caucasian said you should start a new movement called the 10-2 initiative. It will require local police to teach classes in schools about how to protect or how to properly interact with police. It could save lives and humanize cops. Yep. That's a great idea. I might look up into that. That's a great idea. So many things to do, so little time. We're going to get it all done. But, hey, God bless you guys. Hey, if you're interested in getting my book, go to book.theofficertatum.com, book.theofficertatum.com. Register so you can have a place for a signed copy. I really feel like I'm not going to sign 20,000 books. I'm going to sign how many people get on that list. If it's 20,000, I'll sign 20,000. But I'm going to use that list, and that's the only ones I'm going to sign. So get on that list. If you're interested in my book, it's called Beating Black and Blue. It's a great book. You're going to love it. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.